Good day, everyone. I'm Michael, the moderator for this webinar. I welcome everyone for today's webinar, which is 2025 Provider Credentialing Guide, Avoiding AI-Driven Denials and Enrollment. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our presenter for today, Olga Kabinski. Olga Kabinski, Director of Operations, WCH Service Bureau, INC, and Managers of the Credentialing Department. For over 23 years, Olga has been servicing the healthcare industry for providers by helping with their insurance credentialing. She graduated with a BA degree in Communication and Science from Adelphi University and received her master's in healthcare management. I would now like to hand over the floor to the speaker. Over to you, Olga.
Thank you so much, Michael. It's been a pleasure. I am so happy to see so many people on the call today. This is an exciting topic. It's also an urgent topic because the dynamics of insurances are really changing. So the credentialing for the past couple years has been very rigid and pretty much based on a checklist-driven mechanism. And we're going to cover lots of different topics today. Let's talk about why credentialing really matters. So why this topic is urgent? Why is it urgent now? Why years ago, this was not such vital process because we didn't have so many delays. The new payer landscape, I think this is like the new reconstruction that has been remodeled after COVID, right? Pairs are becoming less accessible. Kind of talked about it prior, but I do want to emphasize a little bit more because it is important, and it's something that has been affecting our bottom line in credentialing, in billing, in audit, in anything that has to do with being a provider. And then the insurance company became also less accessible for credentialing because they created these third-party vendors. The long hold times and no response, that kind of, we're experiencing this. Let's go to application timelines and that are truly unreliable. And we'll talk about some things that you can do, which I kind of started already. So I can say that we can just forget 90-day turnarounds, right? I don't think they really exist. A lot of changes that I'm seeing right now has to do with telehealth. Multi-state, meaning that they're a multi-state license. This is three issues that have been kind of impacting credentialing on a national level for those that are multi-state licensed, becoming a very common problem. Substance use and mental health providers are those categories too. Independent providers are running into problems with closed panels. This is something that unfortunately is impacting every single specialty. And even though some insurance companies implemented online portal submissions, those things sometimes also get delayed or lost or denied quickly through AI. The AI is changing the game. This is the big shift. Payers are using AI to review credentialing data. It doesn't just audit, it predicts risks. It auto-denies and blocks participation. Important, if you're in credentialing and you have a provider who has been identified to be part of SIU list, please check exactly the reason they're there. It's not always fraud intentional issues or audit issues. It's just that they're flagging the provider because of their specialty. What happens then is that these AI decisions sometimes happen without a notice. Like you can't find out before and you can't really find out how you can appeal. What AI looks at, that's important. Like what exactly are they looking for when they are trying to make a decision about the provider? It also helps to navigate faster finding of the providers. Real world eye results. So we've seen real world examples of providers being removed from networks without warning. It's happening now, right? We've seen this already. There's no letters, there's no call. Again, the patients might come in or, you stop getting paid on claims and it's denied out of network, so you start thinking what's going on. So that's how silent and dangerous these AI-driven decisions are. So we have to stay up on top of claims and cross over to credentialing to see when we got a contract done and when we're coming for removal, for recredentialing. Extended timelines and denial. So applications are dragging for months for sure. We are seeing this with Medicare, with Medicaid, everywhere. When credentialing billings are at risk, this is very important to know. And this is a provider services before credentialing is complete. So Medicare enrollment hurdle. So Medicaid and the managed care, there's a great disconnect. Another thing here that is a little bit of a threat. This third party went to black holes. So what can you do? You have to have tools in place. Escalations, right? So if you're going through the problem with a very prolonged credentialing case, right? Use appeals. All right, as I walk away from you today, something that I want just to send and by saying that stay proactive. Don't wait until claims are denied or contracts are lost. You really have to stay on top of this game.
And I would like to thank Olga again for the great presentations.
Well, I'm happy that we were able to speak to everyone that's going through a credentialing. Staying on top of it and continuing your education, because this industry never sleeps and never will. So thank you to all the individuals who were able to come to this call. I'm happy to see there's so many professionals striving to better our world. Thank you, guys.
Once again, thank you, Olga, for the great presentation. So that does conclude session for today. Thank you everyone for participating. You may all disconnect now. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.